So my history with the Vodacom Durban July goes back to 2005. It's quite a long roller coaster of a ride, but the short version is basically I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for the Durban July. I was a small town girl from Bloemfontein. I didn't know much about the big world out there. I knew nothing about the fashion industry. I had very little connections. I had this kind of starry-eyed idea of what the world looked like out there. And because of my opportunity that I was given in 2005 to be one of the finalists for the fashion challenge, I was actually flown to Durban. I was third year student then, and I was flown to Durban. I was put up in this beautiful hotel. I met the most amazing people, and that's where the journey started. For me, it was just ongoing after that. Every single year after that, I was selected as a finalist from the Free State to come down to Durban for the Durban July, and it was literally an annual exciting event for myself and for my friends. I always grabbed them and dragged them with me to Durban, and I dressed all of them, and it was very, very exciting for me as a young designer to be exposed to this platform. I met a lot of local designers that I had been looking up to my whole life. It truly was a great experience to start off with. This year's theme for the July, butterflies, is actually very appropriate for me in this season of our lives that we find ourselves in, with the current state of fear and anxiety surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. And I find that it's actually quite a lovely theme if you think about it, if you put some thought into the idea of renewal and rebirth and transformation. None of us is ever going to be the same again after what we've experienced during this time of a global pandemic and our local lockdown. I think it has affected us in many, many different ways. So there's literally no way that we could come out of this the same people we were before we started. So I want to use that in a positive way, and I want to see it as a chance of rebirth, a chance of shifting the thoughts from the earthly confusion and anxiety and worry and pain, all the negative things, and I want to use my garment as a symbol of hope and of a spiritual rebirth. So colors, textures and fabrics, I'm definitely going to be paying a lot of attention to our signature fabrics that we always love using, simply because I am just such a sucker for a beautiful lace, and we import all our own laces. Some laces are locally sourced, but all of our laces are individually hand selected. So I will be working with a combination of some of our in-house laces and some new fabrics that we will be combining with that. I'm going to toy around with a little bit of handmade and hand created details, as we always do, because there has to be something just a little bit special in between the rest of the textiles and the rest of the fabric combinations. But everything will be very light, very airy, very feminine. It'll be very sensual, it'll be very ethereal, something that transcends the borders of this earthly realm. It'll literally be something that will look like it could lift off the ground, something as floaty and airy and as beautiful as the thought of transformation itself. So that is what I'm hoping to achieve with the combination of fabrics. So in terms of trends to follow for this year's VDJ, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of following trends. I'm more the type of person that would tell you to follow your heart and to dress for your body type and to dress for your personality. As always, your race day outfit, although a little bit different this year in terms of what we are experiencing with the COVID-19 restrictions, it is important to still have fun. It is important to let your personality shine through. It is important to incorporate the theme into your garment, but to put your own spin on it, to take your own kind of idea of what butterflies means to you, and just put a little bit of maybe an effort into the research about what it could mean, because the butterfly is an incredibly beautiful symbol. In many different cultures, it means many different things to many different people. So there are literally thousands of aspects of this theme that you could take advantage of. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about trends. I would actually really try and use this opportunity to kind of do some spiritual digging in a way, and have fun with it, to just use your creativity to actually bring about a little bit of happiness and a little bit of hope in this time. So let's use this time to have some fun. That would be my advice instead of following trends.